People are basically good. I know that philosophers debate the matter, but I believe it. And because people are good, they want to do good things. They are inclined, I believe, to be fair, empathetic, generous. They want to leave the world better than they found it. They seek to serve others. But where do we begin? There's a lot to do. It's easy to assemble a list of issues that call for our attention. Family tensions, unemployment, sickness, divorce, addiction, just to mention a few. Then there are the larger questions: world hunger, oppression, global warming, and war. We are quickly overwhelmed. Paralyzed by the size and number of needs around us, we begin to question whether anything we do can make a difference. The New Testament offers two compact images that can help us. They are found at the beginning of the Sermon on the Mount. In that sermon, Jesus outlines his vision of discipleship. And he begins by telling his followers that they can make a difference. He says, "You are the salt of the earth. You are the light of the world." The second image is more familiar, and its meaning is immediately clear. When we pull off some great good thing, we shine like a light into the darkness of the world. That light brings joy and blessing far and wide. Like a city on a hill, all can see it and should. Our impressive service revives people's spirits, silences cynicism, animates hope. Being the light of the world is a big, bold claim. In what sense, then, are we the salt of the earth? The salt image is a counterpoint to that of the light. Light is big and dramatic. Salt is good when used in small amounts. A soup or a stew that has too much salt cannot be eaten. Recipes routinely call for a pinch of salt. Now, a pinch is very small, but it is still necessary. Without that pinch, the food loses its flavor. When Jesus tells his disciples they are the salt of the earth, he is pointing to the value of the small gesture, the simple word, the gentle touch. He is saying that sometimes following him involves actions that are not very big at all. You are in the supermarket. Down the aisle you see a mother with a full shopping cart and two young children screaming and fully out of control. Caught between these two hysterical children, the mother is hopelessly trying to calm them down when the younger one takes a box of cereal from the cart and hurls it down the aisle. You walk over, pick up the cereal box, replace it in the cart. Then in your most positive tone you say to the mother, "Hang in there,
She nods in appreciation and turns back to her children. They are still crying, and she is still frazzled. But your simple word of solidarity has changed the flavor of the situation. You are sitting with your friends at school, eating lunch, and one of them begins to make fun of the girl in homeroom who dresses poorly and stumbles over her words. As your friend mimics the girl, others around the table begin to laugh. Then you say, "Cut it out. Let's talk about something else." You probably have not changed your friend's opinion, and they will mock the girl again at some future date. But today, your words have given this conversation a different seasoning. Your friend down the street has just been diagnosed with cancer, so you walk over for a visit. There's nothing you can do, and very little that you can say, so you ask, "How about some coffee?" You know where she keeps it, and you make 2 cups. Then you sit down at the kitchen table in silence, with the coffee steaming between the 2 of you. Her cancer is still there. The treatments are yet to come. But your quiet presence has given her day a different taste.
Never dismiss the value of the small gesture. Simple words and slight considerations will not solve major problems. They may be less than we desire and short of what people need, but they are not trivial. They can shift the lives of others into a better key. They can break the curse of loneliness and despair. They can plow the ground in which more powerful actions grow. A world with millions of small gestures of love and justice is better than a world without them. Small gestures, of course, are not enough. The big issues of our life and of our world demand large efforts that pull upon the strength, wisdom, and cooperation of us all. That is why when we, as Christ's disciples, have an opportunity to strike the big blow, to bring about some good, great thing, we should, by all means, do it. When we can be instrumental in leading an alcoholic to recovery, an enemy to forgiveness, or a dying friend to peace, we should, by all means, rise up and let our light shine. But such dramatic possibilities are not the only good. That is why it's important to remember that when we cannot be the light of the world, it is still service to be a pinch of salt.